sure if we are live, but good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are around the world. Turn that down a bit, please, darling. Put your headphones on. Yeah, if we're live, shout out, type in your name and where you are in the world right now. We are heading north on I-55. We left New Orleans this morning and we just crossed the border into Mississippi, but we just wanted to go live and do an update about our recent trip to New Orleans, NOLA for Mardi Gras, which was awesome.
Hey everyone! Let us know where you're
just checking to make sure
joining
this
us
is
from. Yeah, there's 2 people on.
Okay. Yeah, g'day guys. Let us know where you are in the world. Give us a shout out. So we just had 5 awesome nights, 5 awesome days in New Orleans for Mardi Gras. So we got to tick that off our bucket list. It's always been a thing we wanted to experience.
It's fantastic. The girls loved it. They're asking if they can go back again next year, which is wonderful because so many people queried our judgment, I guess, on the way to Mardi Gras, wondering whether it was a place for kids, and absolutely it is. I think if kids live in the area, then of course there's going to be a family-friendly side to any kind of festival. It was brilliant.
Yeah, Mardi Gras was awesome. Whether you bring your kids, go as a couple, or go solo, it's amazing festival for anybody. Yeah, there were thousands of kids lining the streets, screaming out for the beads to be thrown their way, the toys, the hula hoops, dancing, singing. It's fantastic. Well, no, guys, you want to chime in? Have any thoughts? Take your headphones off? No? Okay. But yeah, we got there on the Monday, and we did the Orpheus parade on the Monday night, which was cool. But then the main Mardi Gras event, Fat Tuesday, obviously, we saw 2 parades, and the first one was the Zulu parade, which is pretty cool. Some awesome face painting and costumes and stuff, and the Rex parade, which is the main Mardi Gras parade down St. Charles Street, where all the floats and more costumes and stuff. And we're lucky enough to be, if you go with your kids, an area we suggest is in the Garden District on St. Charles Parade. I think we're about on the intersection of 3rd Street in St. Charles in the Garden District, right across from
the Rex House.
The Rex House.
So the Rex House is well-known, a well-known part of Mardi Gras and the Rex Parade, because it's where one of the original King Rexes lived. And so every year the Rex Parade will stop there, and whoever King Rex is for the year, it changes every year, will jump off the parade and go inside the Rex House and do a toast and have a drink there with the family.
Yeah, that was cool. We stood on that one spot and the parade went past for about 2.5 hours, which is just float after float. There were marching bands. I've never seen so many high school marching bands in my life. Apparently New Orleans, or maybe even Louisiana, is known for their marching bands, which was cool. There was people from the military. Yeah, people on floats, cars, all sorts of entertainment. It was very cool.
Millions and millions of beads.
It's fine.
It's cut out.
Oh, are you kidding me? I'm doing my best. Are we back? Sorry, we lost signal there for a while. Yeah, Wi-Fi might be a bit in and out. But yeah, that was Mardi Gras. If you bring your kids, bring an extra bag or 2 for all the beads. I think we've got
need like a wheelbarrow.
20, 40 pounds worth of beads, toys.
If we were flying, we'd have to check in another bag.
Yeah, excess luggage. Luckily we were on a road trip, or we would have excess luggage on a flight. But plus all our costumes and masks and sunglasses and you name it.
And it's not just beads they throw out, but they throw out, Kalari, what were some of the other things you collected? Hula hoops, beers,
soft toys,
soft teddies, roses.
Yeah. There's beer.
Gosh,
You get
so many cups.
The guys and gals, you can get your beer koozies, or beer coolers we call them. Yeah, Mardi Gras cups, hats, all of the above. It's just craziness.
It's like Mardi Gras, like when the pirates come home and they share all their treasure out, their bounty out with the community. That's what it feels like.
Anyone, if anyone's there, just leave us a message where you are in the world right now listening in. Love to hear. But yeah, our mission was to experience Mardi Gras as a family with kids, and I think we accomplished that mission.
We hope we're connected. Kalira, you can jump on our Facebook page and see if the Facebook Live is working.
Page and see if it's working. You know what I mean? Yeah, if you just joined us, or anyone listening, we're heading north on Interstate 55. Left New Orleans this morning, headed into Mississippi. Having a few technical issues maybe.
Yeah.
But
And so it's going to be our 11th state. Mississippi is the 11th state that we've visited as a family on this American Unplugged trip since we arrived in March last year in Hawaii. It's hard to believe that's almost been a year. It really feels like it's just been a couple of months.
yeah.
It's crazy how fast it's
Yeah, it's working.
Okay.
awesome.
Yeah. So we'll talk a bit more
Hi,
about
Kalira.
Clara's just jumped on our line. Hi.
Where are you calling from, Clara? Where are you joining us from?
No, I don't want to.
Surrounded by trees on the interstate.
Oh, I need fuel.
We need fuel. Ooh, okay.
We nearly ran out of fuel the other day.
We did.
First time we had 1 mile left in the tank. We just managed to get to the fuel station. That was scary.
I'll keep an eye out. But yeah, looking forward to getting back and exploring more of New Orleans. But besides Mardi Gras, what else did we ate a lot. The food was sensational. I don't think we had a bad meal. We ate out 3 times a day, breakfast, lunch and dinner for 4 or 5 days. And obviously New Orleans is known for its food, and coming New Orleans. NOLA is known for its food.
New Orleans.
And you come with expectations and they're exceeded. Just amazing. Obviously to cut it in New Orleans as a chef or as a restaurant, you got to be good, and there's a lot of competition. And everywhere I went was great.
And I asked Savannah this morning when we were leaving what was one of the best things, apart from Mardi Gras, because I loved Mardi Gras, that they loved about New Orleans. And she said the food as she was munching into a chocolate croissant. And for Savannah, our plain Jane eater, to say that, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, she's a fuss butt. She doesn't try a lot of different things, but yeah, a few dishes we like. Crawfish. We had some crawfish, particularly last night at a place called the Galley. We met another family
Really cool
with some
local
friends.
place.
Yeah, very cool local place called the Galley. We had 8 pounds of crawfish, 2 pounds of shrimp. We had sausage, corn. What else did we have? We had
Keep right.
artichoke hearts.
Our friend had strawberry.
Frog's legs. Frog's legs.
Our friend had
And-
local strawberry beer, and she said it goes really well with the spiciness of the food we were eating. I didn't
Yeah.
have any of that, but I think Craig tasted it. And
I did. It was very strawberry.
My Chardonnay went down
Very-
well.
In 600 feet, turn left to stay on Anna Drive.
Keep that in mind. I'm just pulling up to get some gas, refuel for the next
Excuse
day.
me for a moment while
Obviously, seafood
I refuel.
is popular and thing to do in New Orleans. Had lots of shrimp, had raw oysters. Casamentos is a place, it's been around since 1919. It's just your local family budget, awesome place to get seafood. They have great oysters, shrimp, crawfish again, fish. Catfish is quite popular in New Orleans. What else did we have? Oh, guys, come into the conversation. Come and tell about the beignets. Cafe
Beignets.
Beignets.
My God, beignets. Beignets, not beignets.
Come and tell us about the beignets. Cafe du Monde. Obviously, you've probably heard about Cafe du Monde in New Orleans. It's open 24/7. Busy most of the time. Very popular. Kind of like, you don't make a reservation or anything. You just turn up, find a table. Cash only. Keep that in mind too. Yeah, sit down. The guys had 3 beignets for $2.50, which is a bargain. We had coffee. The coffee was okay, not great, but you know, goes well with a beignet.
We also went to another place that had beignets. Called, what was it called?
Yeah, morning call in City Park. Apparently Morning Call has been around longer than Cafe du Monde. Yeah.
And I liked Cafe du Monde better because at the other place, the beignets come in without powdered sugar, spoon on yourself, and they don't taste as good.
Yeah. What did you think, Savannah, about the beignets, Cafe du Monde?
I think the other place is better than the place that we went to, like the other. Yeah, Cafe du Monde.
Yeah, Cafe du Monde, it's right in Jackson Square, in the French Quarter there. It's got the location, atmosphere. You know, it's right across the street from the horse and carriage rides, right near the Mississippi River. Easy to get to, just walk there from your hotel. Now, City Park is a bit of a drive, or you can take the streetcar. But yeah, and say hello to our other two daughters who we got travelling with us. We're actually a family of 6, in case you didn't know. Gabriella from New York City, the American Girl doll store, and
She was last year's girl of the year.
and
And this is Julie.
and Julie.
There's her hair.
So it's Savannah, Julie, Gabriella, and Kalira. We need a bigger car. What else did we do in New Orleans besides eat? Oh, just a few other restaurant mentions. Breakfast. Brennan's restaurant in Royal Street in the French Quarter is one of the best breakfast locations and meals I've had in a long time. Definitely in the US. It's at one of the top of my list in the US. We've got this awesome, cute courtyard. You can sit outside in the sun and you feel like you're in Europe. Like, you feel like you're in Paris actually. And again, the food was top notch. We had crawfish and cauliflower crepes. The kids had French toast. We had New Orleans style coffee, and the banana Fosters is a dish. It's kind of like a tradition in New Orleans, and it was actually created by Brennan's. So if you want to have banana Fosters, go to Brennan's restaurant in Royal Street, French Quarter.
We're sideways.
Sideways?
Yeah, Rob's just told us.
Huh.
And did we love the frog legs? Yeah, they like chicken, Rob.
Well, how
Everything's like
do
chicken.
I fix that?
Alligators. Turn the phone the other way around.
But then
Thanks
we
for
won't get
letting
in
us
it.
know. We'll turn it.
We've
It's
done it
better
like
than
this before. I don't understand.
turn it round. We're sideways. That's why I kept saying rotating.
Like this?
There we go.
Still there?
Are we back the right way? Woo!
This ain't gonna work. Oh, we thought we had it horizontal so we could take in driver and passenger, but we'll have to lean in and be like this. I'll just do one at a time. Kaz has just finished filling up with the gas and we'll get back on the road and resume the conversation, but where else did we eat? Oh, for dinner in Jackson Square, French Quarter, we went to, what's the name of it? Dickie Brennan's Tableau, which is an awesome restaurant for dinner. We're actually there on Valentine's night. Another great place for seafood. Excellent staff. A little romantic. You can either sit indoors or they've got a courtyard as well, which would be nice. The other way? Was it working for you before? Yeah. I don't know. Let's maybe
Rob's sideways.
maybe you're sideways, Rob.
You can't turn your phone while live. Oh.
What? Now I've messed it up.
There we go.
There you go. Alright. I think we're good. We look good to us, and Kalara's on
Social media.
Kalara's on her tablet and she gives us the thumbs up, so we're back. Alright, we're back on the road.
I'm too old to understand social media.
Where else did we eat? Oh, Briquette. Briquette is a 4-month-old restaurant that was on Peters Street by memory, in the city as well. Again, great seafood, had some awesome fish. What did you have at Briquette?
I had a whole fish, a whole black bass.
Yeah, black fish.
Black bass.
Black bass, was it?
Turn right onto the I-55 North ramp, then merge onto I-55 North.
Breakfast, Willa Jean, which is right near our hotel. We stayed in a hotel on Poydras Street. And Willa Jean, great cafe, local vibe, awesome food, good coffee, great decor. very popular. Like we tried to go there today, and the place is packed, being a Saturday. So obviously it's in more of the neighbourhood, away from French Quarter and stuff. So yeah, Willa Jean for breakfast or lunch, and one other place we ate at. Comes up to mind.
I don't know, but Willa Jean coffee was good. I'd like a coffee now.
Yeah.
Be mad on coffee. One thing I'll just tell you now that we've just filled up, and Aussies, you wouldn't understand how good this is, but I missed it so much living back in Australia. You can just pay at the pump with your card, so you don't have to leave your car, you leave your kids in the car and you don't have to worry. And when you fill up your car with the petrol, there's a little
Gas.
Gas or fuel. There's a little flicker thing on the nozzle that you flick up, and it holds the pump in place and lets the fuel stream through, and you can just do what you want. That's why I popped my head back in the car and could talk to you, and the gas was still pumping into the car. It's brilliant. Americans, we don't have that in Australia. You have to actually stand at the pump and hold the nozzle down until it's finished fueling up.
Yeah, America, the land of conveniences, obviously. You guys probably don't appreciate that, but just those little things. Yeah, we don't even have drive-through banking. We're a bit behind.
But if you are an Aussie or from another country visiting the US and you do rent a car and you want to pay at the pump, they do ask you for your zip code, which is a bit of a pain because you're not going to have a US zip code or postcode, so you actually will have to go in and pay inside. Yeah.
Back to New Orleans. What else did we do with kids?
Road tripping in the US,
Yeah.
fun facts and tips.
We did a swamp tour. I guess when you think about Louisiana, what else is it known for? It's known for its swamp and its gators. So we did a 2-hour swamp tour with Cajun encounters, which was pretty cool. We saw some baby gators. The big gators weren't out yet because it's not the right time of year. But we saw quite a few baby gators, some wild boar, which was crazy, and just the landscape, being in the swamp with the trees, the peacefulness, the moody. So that was pretty cool.
And did you know that wild boars, you probably did know, but they're really super dangerous and they'll eat all of you except your teeth. Teeth's the only thing they can't digest. So don't go near a wild boar because it will eat you. Like in that movie, what was that movie? Silence of the Lambs? When the wild...
Is there wild boar in Silence of the
I
Lambs?
don't know.
I don't
Maybe
think
Silence
so.
of the Lambs #2.
That was Hannibal Lecter that eat people, not wild
There was
pigs.
one movie like that where they had a pig that ate everyone.
I don't.
Help me, someone. Help me. Come out, let me know. I'm sure there's a movie.
Hey guys, if you just joined us, let us know where you are watching from around the world.
Yes, honey.
Sorry, but
It's just gone 12:23
Oh, are they?
Mississippi time, and we're
That's
about an hour
They
out of
like
Jackson, Mississippi. Left New Orleans this morning after 5 days, and just trying. What else did we do with the kids there?
We did lots of fun things. We made a couple of videos. Our Mardi Gras video is actually getting in the process of getting edited. We'll have that out in the next 10 days, and our first post on Mardi Gras as well. So if you don't follow us on YouTube, head on over there. It's Wide Travel Blog. Subscribe, because that'll be coming out. And then we're going to do another video on just New Orleans, what we explored New Orleans as a family outside of Mardi Gras.
A bit more of a vlog, but also we'll have 3 blog posts. We'll have 3 blog posts and several YouTube videos coming out. So content you can refer to plan your own trip to New Orleans and Mardi Gras. Kids are excited to come back next year.
And got our post out today, published today on Montgomery, where we went before New Orleans. And we did a lot in Montgomery on the Civil Rights Trail, which is a new trail that was just created in January, sort of piecing together the important, significant events that happened in the Civil Rights Movement across the southern states, which is really cool. So if that's, and I really recommend anyone in their travels incorporate that, because it's a really important part of history, and especially if you travel with kids. Like, I know I used to teach civil rights when I taught here in the US, and it's just really hard to get the kids and even myself to understand, because they're reading from a textbook and all of that. Where we had one day in Montgomery, we went to 5 of the civil rights trail experiences, and our girls just got it. They understood what happened, the really important events, and what that means for us now moving forward in the current times that we live in, is that the movement hasn't finished. There's still work to be done, and that we're all responsible for that equality for all and spreading love and peace. So I think it's really important. But anyway, published that today, sharing what those 5 experiences were on the trail. So you can head out over to our blog, whitetravelblog.com, and it'll be the latest post under the blog tab. So really cool. We enjoyed what we learnt there in Montgomery about the civil rights movement. It's the birthplace of civil rights, and Martin Luther King, one of my heroes. So it was great to go to the church where he was a pastor at. We visited the house that he lived in. Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, just on the education front, another cool thing we did in New Orleans was the kids did a French Quarter kids tour, which was cool. A lady took them around. Started on the Mississippi River. They learned about the Mississippi River, how New Orleans got come to be, be New Orleans. New Orleans. Learned about trade, how they used to trade, goods and services. Then we went into the French Quarter. They learned about all the stuff around the French Quarter. What else did they learn?
The pirate, about the pirate.
Yeah,
we went where he was
Chloe, what else did you learn on that
in
kids
the jail.
What else? What did you learn on the kids tour?
We learned what, like,
In the olden days.
in the olden days, women at 14 years old, like, married, like, 40-year-old men when they were 14.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they wore these big dresses, and that people had to dump them quickly onto the street.
Yeah, don't we live? Aren't we so lucky to be living in the 2018?
What
Yeah.
was the word you learned? Bonjour?
I already knew that.
Bonjour, Savannah.
I've learned that for
Savannah, you learned about bonjour, didn't you?
Oh my god.
You know what bonjour means? Can you remember? You want to join us from YouTube world?
Mommy, what the heck?
Can you show this? This is freaking me out. Turn around the camera and show that. And Kalaris just noticed it as well.
How do I rotate
Oh
this
my
thing?
god.
Here we go.
Mommy, get on the other side of the road.
My hair.
Check this out.
That was so scary, wasn't it?
We are driving behind this truck that's towing another truck.
Oh my god! I thought we were about. Oh, that was.
She thought,
I was like, my god, this truck is headed straight for us.
Oh my god!
"Come on, are you awake enough to be driving?"
Oh, that was freaky, wasn't
So anyway, here's a view of Interstate 55 heading north towards Jackson, Mississippi, y'all.
Oh my gosh, don't ever do that again, truck driver.
I was like, everyone's heading that way. Get on the other side of the road.
Obviously New Orleans is known for its music, and we went to a little jazz concert, which was cool. Also in the French Quarter. It was called
Preservation Hall.
Preservation Hall.
Like 100-year-old. Was it 100-year-old? Oh, now I can't remember. But
It was
so
old.
tiny. It was just this little like shack.
Yeah, it was
awesome.
It was great with the kids. It was only a 45-minute set, so which is awesome that they didn't get too restless. But yeah, all these middle-aged jazz musicians, and you could, for $5, you could request a song, which was cool, and had a sing-along, very crowd participation. It was a lot of fun.
It was wicked fun. There's some comments, I think.
Hey Tim from Japan. How you going? Sorry, I'm just turning my neck just to read your comment. G'day Tim, hope you're doing well. If you're still there, Rob, I hope we're still not sideways. But we look good from this angle. Yeah, spoken about the Cafe du Monde, just spoken about food, music. Obviously Bourbon Street is the party vibe, so if you're going there without kids, solo with a group of friends, group of guys, group of girls, Bourbon Street in the nighttime where it's at, or maybe in the daytime, the place is jumping at 10 o'clock in the morning. It's a bit like Nashville, never sleeps. But Royal Street, which actually runs parallel to Bourbon Street, is a more family-friendly option. You got some cool shops, cafes, art galleries, antique shopping, courtyard cafes. That's a more family-friendly option just off Bourbon Street. And then, of course, Jackson Square. The kids love playing in the grass area underneath St. Louis Cathedral.
Actually, if you jump over to our Instagram stories right now, you can see the swamp water and gator sausage that we had.
Oh yeah. We went to City Park yesterday. We went to morning call. We had a gator sausage with, we're calling it swamp water, but it was coffee. But
New Orleans.
I just thought it was an interesting combination to have a coffee with an alligator sausage. Usually it's a muffin or a croissant or a toasty or beignet, but yeah, alligator sausage and a coffee. There was a little bit of spice to it, a bit of kick, but it was good. We've had gator bites before in Sydney, but I think that's the only other time we've had alligator.
It was awesome. I love the food experiences in New Orleans, and I was speaking to our friend Whitney, who we were with last night, about how similar it is to France. You can tell it's come from the French culture, because in France a meal is like a celebration. It's just not something you eat to fuel up your body, but you actually, it's something you participate in with people that you enjoy their company, and each part of the meal is significant, and you pair your different drinks with whatever it is you're eating, and you break the bread, which symbolises that coming together and sharing. So I love that about New Orleans as well, is that the meal is the focal point. It's a celebration, it's a gathering, and who doesn't like a culture that celebrates mimosas for breakfast?
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
Oh, the bread, the fresh breadstick they give you before the meal when you sit down, man. Like, oh, the smell. We're avoiding bread right now, avoiding gluten, but the bread, it just drove me crazy. The kids loved it, and the smell was just like so inviting. I could have just eaten bread all day. Anything else you want to add, Clara? Well, I think that's it for New Orleans.
So coming up is Jackson, Mississippi, the birthplace of music and the city with soul.
Yeah, we've got 4 nights in Jackson, Mississippi. We're going to be doing cool things like guitar lessons, having a magic show.
The blues show.
A blues show. We're going to the Mississippi Museum Sports Hall of Fame. So I'm interested. I love my sports. I'm interested just to know who the famous sports folk from Mississippi.
And the art museum this afternoon.
Yeah, more civil rights experiences.
Yeah.
And
the girls and I are having a pedicure tomorrow morning, which they're most excited about, because it's very southern.
Yeah. So if anyone's got any,
for yourself.
Anyone's got any tips for Jackson, Mississippi, I'd love to hear them. Drop a comment here or send us a message on our Facebook page or via Instagram. When we update with stories, you can follow that live.
We already got a lot of tips from many of you, so thank you for that. We've incorporated what we could into the itinerary. So we'll be sharing that. Instagram stories, Why Travel Blog, Facebook, video, Why Travel Blog again, and of course blog posts.
Yeah, we love getting the tips off you guys. People who have travelled there previously, or even the locals. That's how we love to travel. You guys always have the best tips, places to eat and drink, where to stay, things to do, free things to do, what to do with the kids. Yeah, coffee. Oh, coffee spots in New Orleans, just quickly. Spitfire Coffee in the French Quarter. Willa Jean. What's it, PJ's?
PJ's is a chain, kind of like Starbucks. We didn't have a local Starbucks though. We didn't have one of those, but I don't know.
Yeah, PJ's was recommended to us from the waitress at the Dickie Brennan's Tableau. She's a local. She said it's pretty good, so keep that in mind. There's a few of them around the city. And
Stumptown, that was great. I like their coffee, that was good. Apparently there's a few of them around as well.
When did we get Stumptown?
Yesterday, I went out on Stumptown. Takeaway. While we were working in the hotel room. Short memory, I've got a short memory.
Alright, I think that's it. We're 50 minutes out of Jackson, still on I-55. Thanks for joining us. Don't know how many people are listening, but maybe you'll see the replay later. And we did want to do a Facebook Live during Mardi Gras, but we got caught up in the chaos and the moment and we kind of forgot.
Catching too many beads.
Trying to take photos, do YouTube videos, catching beads, avoiding getting hit in the face with beads.
They hurt when they hit you too, mind you.
Yeah,
It's
just keep that in
pretty
mind. Oh, the cool thing at the Mardi Gras, all the kids get up on ladders, so they've got an elevated position above the crowd, and so they can sit up there on ladders and stuff. But they become a bit of a target when those beads come flying through the air. Yeah, some pretty big beads, and if they hit you in the face, they hurt. And they even hit you in the hand. If it's cold, it hurts, it stings. Just keep that in mind as well. But all right, thanks for joining us, guys. Appreciate it. And we're going to endeavour to do more Facebook Lives from actually experiencing activities, walking around the city, and also wrap up posts like this in the car before a destination and after a destination, so we can kind of kill two birds with one stone.
And please jump out and tell us what kind of things you want us to do Facebook Lives about. And do you like Instagram Live, or would you prefer Facebook Live? And YouTube Live. Apparently you can do that over there as well. So let us know what's great for you and what you'd love to hear or see us talk about.
So many lives. Just do one. Do one and broadcast it to all platforms. That would be.
You can. There's tools that do that.
Oh, there you go. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a great weekend wherever you are, and we'll talk to you soon.